What's up everybody, RetroWolf88 here, and after that awesome Nintendo Direct we had, we all know that the second half of the year is absolutely packed full of massive releases, probably more than our wallets can even handle. But that leaves us wondering, what about the first half of the year? What do we have to look forward to for the month of March, April, so on and so forth? Well, today I'm going to go over with you 15 games coming out in March that I think look really cool and deserve your attention. So I want you to kick back, relax, grab a beer, some Fruit Loops, and a rotisserie chicken, and let's get into these 15 games coming out in March for the Nintendo Switch. First up on the list, on March 1st, we have a game called Awesome Pea. And no, this is not a game about your bodily fluid or that little green food that we all don't like to eat. This game will be releasing digitally on the Nintendo Switch for $5.99. Awesome Pea features pixelated graphics and retro music inspired by the Game Boy era. You have 30 different levels to play through. There's a demo available now, and I actually played it. And it definitely reminds me of some of the old school challenging Game Boy platformers. And the demo was actually pretty challenging as well. I actually enjoyed it. The game is about as basic as it gets. Move left and right, jump, avoid enemies and obstacles, collect coins and diamonds, and make it to the end of each level. This is really a nice little game to pass a few minutes on, and if you were around during the Game Boy era, then you might want to check this game out. Also on March 1st, coming to us digitally on the Nintendo Switch eShop is a little game called Creepy Road. In Creepy Road, you play as a trucker in this run and gun action game that really reminds me of the insanity that we saw in the Metal Slug series. Along the way, you will fight massive bosses and wield insane weapons with over 30 enemies and 15 original musical tracks. All that on top of awesome looking hand-drawn graphics, and we may have a recipe for a good time. At first when I saw this, I was a bit concerned because it reminded me of this shallow little mobile game that I used to play. But after watching the trailer, my concerns absolutely melted away because this game looks insane. It's full of humor and insane enemies, weapons, and scenarios. The boss fights are outrageous and the art style is entertaining. There is a gun in this game that literally turns people into piles of crap. Sign me up already. March 1st is going to be a packed day on the eShop because also releasing on that day is a little game called Treasure Stack. This game is coming out digitally and it will be $19.99, and I believe right now it's on sale for $17.99, so if it looks interesting to you, you might want to grab it while it's still on sale. Treasure Stack is a falling block puzzle game that also combines platforming and a grappling hook. You run and jump on screen while treasure chests fall, and you use your character's skill to grab the blocks and position them to match colors. This game features over 100 things to unlock that you can use to customize your hero, and a variety of solo and multiplayer modes to partake in both locally and online, and is easy learn, difficult to master party platforming puzzler, or what I like to say, PPP. Normally I am not a fan of falling block puzzle games with the exception of the classics like Tetris. But the fact that you are not controlling the blocks, but instead you are controlling a character while platforming and manipulating the blocks, I think this is a cool idea that will breathe some new life into this type of game. It looks like a good time to me, and I really like the retro 8-bit graphics. I will definitely be checking this one out on March 1st. On March 2nd, coming to us digitally for the low price of $9.99 is a little game called Riddled Corpse EX. Now don't let the two big-breasted anime girls on the cover art of this game fool you. Riddled Corpse EX is a bullet hell twin-stick shooter that takes plenty of influence from the 8 and 16-bit era. Each of the 6 characters have their own unique abilities and items to take you through the arcade, story, and survival modes. This game also features 2-player local co-op, online leaderboards, 60 FPS action, and some really awesome chiptunes. I like a good twin stick shooter from time to time, and this game looks like a really fun one. This game really gives me some Super Nintendo vibes, and that has me really excited to try it out on March 2nd. On March 5th, digitally for $9.99 comes a little western game called 12 is Better Than 6. In this Mexican and Western style top-down action game, you will fight your way from Mexico to Texas in an amazingly cool hand-drawn art style that was created with pen and paper. During the action, you will use weapons such as revolvers, Winchesters, double-barrel shotguns, Gatling guns, and dynamite. As much as I love the pixel art style in games, I am always on the lookout for games with unique art styles, and man, does this game look awesome. I really love how fast and frenetic and brutal this game is, plus the music in the trailer is really good. Just watch the trailer for this game, and if you are not intrigued by how cool this looks, well, I'm just speechless. Also on March 5th on the eShop digitally for $14.99 is a little game called Unknown Fates. I'm a big fan of Portal, and I really feel like it cast a lot of games in its legendary shadow. Unknown Fate is one such game. It is a first-person puzzle adventure game where you are trying to piece together your memories and uncover the truth of your journey. This game looks really psychedelic and wild. I love the environments, and I'm also a big fan of first-person puzzle games, so this is right up my alley. I'll be checking this out when it comes out on March 5th. On March 7th, coming to us digitally on the Nintendo Switch eShop is a game called Hard West Complete Edition. I was not able to find a price on this game. I did see that it's around $30 on Steam. If you know how much this is going to cost on the eShop, let me know in the comments down below. Hard West Complete Edition is a brutal and dark XCOM-like strategy game that takes place in the Old West and also features supernatural elements to it. There are 40 fights across 8 scenarios, and this version includes the Scares of Freedom DLC as part of the package. I really like strategy games like this, but I don't get into them very often because sometimes they are a time sink. But the Old West setting with supernatural and fantastical elements have me intrigued, so I may check this one out on March 7th. Also coming out on March 7th digitally on the Switch is a first-person adventure game called Valley. Again, I was unable to find a price for this game for the Switch specifically, but I did see that it was $20 on Steam. If you know the price for this one on the Switch, let me know in the comments down below. Valley is a beautiful first-person adventure all about fast and smooth movement as you traverse these gorgeous outdoor environments. You use a suit called the Leaf Suit, which allows you to move faster and jump higher throughout the world. During the game, you can upgrade your suit and add new abilities. There is a unique feature in this game where the more you die in the game, the more the game world dies and decays all around you. I really like how NintendoLife.com describes this game. They describe it as follows. This game looks like a cross between Firewatch and Mirror's Edge with some fantasy elements thrown in for good measure. I have said it before and I will say it again. I love first-person adventure games, and the movement in Valley looks fast, fun, and intense. This game is gorgeous too. If it plays as good as it looks, then we are in for a great time on March 7th. Next up on the list is RICO, coming out on March 14th. You'll be able to pick this game up physically for $29.99 or digitally for $19.99. Now, I do have to correct a mistake that I made in my February video like this. I said RICO was coming out in February. I was mistaken. I could have swore I saw a February release date for that game, but I could be going crazy. RICO is a buddy cop first-person shooter with cel-shaded graphics. Shoot your way through procedurally generated missions that you can take on either solo or co-op, both online and locally. This game features daily missions, leaderboards, and weapon types, traits, and missions to unlock. There are not enough first-person shooters on the Nintendo Switch, so I welcome RICO with arms wide open, and I cannot wait to get in there and take down some bad guys. Maybe I can get my editor over here to play some co-op. What do you think, editor?
Nope.
On March 19th, we're going to get a little game called Truberbrook. This game is coming out both physically and digitally. Physical edition will be $34.99. Not sure how much it's going to cost digitally. I was unable to locate that price. Again, if you know, let me know in the comments down below. Truberbrook is a game that was backed through a Kickstarter campaign. It's a sci-fi mystery adventure game that takes place in a parallel universe 1960s setting. In this single-player puzzle adventure inspired by many great sci-fi shows such as Stranger Things and Twin Peaks, you take on the role of an American student named Tannhauser as you travel through a Cold War era Germany in the 1960s to unravel a mystery in this 10-hour adventure. You will meet plenty of characters along the way as you travel through handcrafted scenery that was digitally scanned into the game. Seriously, go to the Kickstarter page and check it out. It's really cool how they did that. Normally, I'm not a big fan of adventure games of this style, but I have to admit, after watching the trailer and reading through the Kickstarter page, I'm intrigued by this one. On March 22nd, we're going to get Unravel 2 from EA. Yes, I know, EA. This game was previously released on the Xbox for $20. I was unable to find the price for the Switch version. I'm assuming it's probably going to be $20 as well, but if you know, again, let me know in the comments down below. Unravel 2 is a single-player or co-op adventure where you go on a heartfelt journey through beautiful and lush environments as you platform your way through this gorgeous side-scroller. Now, I'll admit I have never played either the first or second Unraveled games, but I've heard good things. I will try not to think about EA being the publisher and not let that keep me from trying out this game. Surely EA didn't pack microtransactions into this game. Surely. Next up on March 26th is a really awesome looking racing game called Xenon Racer. This game is going to be available both physically and digitally for $49.99. I hope you are ready for sleek graphics and insane speeds in this futuristic racer that will remind you of F-Zero and Extreme G. You will race through a multitude of tracks in futuristic versions of cities such as Tokyo and Dubai. This blazingly fast racer will feature single and multiplayer both online and split screen locally. In between races you will be able to customize your vehicle to your liking, which is a really nice touch. And this is another genre that I feel is lacking on the Switch, arcade racing. This game looks very fast and very fun, so I will probably pick up a physical copy of this one. I'm also really digging the graphics and the effects all around you as you go really fast in this game. Okay, this is going to be a really quick mention on the list. Coming out on March 26th, we will have a physical version of the complete final season of The Walking Dead on the Nintendo Switch. I'm not going to show any gameplay of this because I don't want to spoil this for myself or any of you out there. Episodes 1 through 3 are out on the Switch now, with episode number 4 on the way. Now, I'll admit, I've only played the first 2 episodes of the first season of this game, so I have a lot of catching up to do. But I'm really excited to get to the final season because I've heard that the story all the way up through the final season is really good. On March 27th, digitally on the Switch, we're going to get a little game called Windscape. Again, I was not able to locate a price on this one. I did see that it was $20 on Steam. Let me know in the comments down below if you know the Switch eShop price for this game. Windscape is a first-person open-world adventure game inspired by Zelda and Secret of Mana, and if that did not get your attention, I don't know what will. It features NPCs, dungeons, monsters to fight, and puzzles to solve. This game also includes a crafting system, an immersive story, and tough boss fights. The last first-person adventure game I played of this style was Away, Journey to the Unexpected, and it actually let me down a little bit. I reviewed that one, by the way, and I'll leave a link down below so you can check that out. But Windscape actually looks a whole lot better than Away, Journey to the Unexpected, and I'm excited to try it out, especially after hearing it was influenced by Zelda and Secret of Mana. Just take my money already. Last and certainly not least, on March 29th, coming to us both physically and digitally for $59.99 is a first-party Nintendo game, Yoshi's Crafted World. This beautiful side-scroller starring everyone's favorite green dinosaur can be played both solo and co-op. Each stage is filled to the brim with secrets, and when you make it to the end of the stage, you can actually play it in reverse on the flip side and discover even more. You can unlock a multitude of costumes to deck Yoshi out with, some of which actually have some effects on the gameplay. I actually played the demo and I enjoyed it quite a bit. Now granted, the demo level was not very hard, but it looked like the first level of the game because it was a tutorial, so I wouldn't expect it to be hard. I'm sure the game will probably get a little more challenging as it goes on, but let's be real, it's not going to be any Dark Souls. But you know what? This game is a very chilled out and relaxing platformer, and I really can appreciate that from time to time. There you have it, folks. 15 games coming out in March that I think deserve your attention. Now I want you to let me know in the comments down below which game on this list you are most excited for, or give me a couple of games on the list you're most excited for. Me personally, I'm looking forward to Yoshi's Crafted World 12 is Better Than 6, RICO, Valley, and Windscape. In addition to letting me know what games you're looking forward to in the comments down below, also let me know if I missed any. And with that, I'm going to end this video. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. If it's still the weekend when you're watching this, which it may not be because you may be watching this during the week, or you may be watching this 1 year from now. What am I even talking about right now? Let's end this video. Boom.